Alright guys, you asked for it, so here it is. This is how I battle damage my miniatures. There's what you need. There's the test subject, Tau Fire Warrior. Hardest part's going to be avoiding the cloth. First step, GW Chaos Black. Not thin. Do not thin this. The thicker the better. Grab some blister sponge, dip it in your black, stipple it off on your palette until you see a texture you like, and then go at the mini. Very light, very gentle, almost a stippling motion with a little bit of a slash at the end. You kind of want to make scratch marks more or less, but you can also use it in just a stippling fashion and make tiny dots and scratches as well. This is probably the quickest and easiest method to give an okay looking battle damage or weathering to your miniatures. It is a bit cartoony and it is unrealistic in the end, but it gives some quick, fast results and people seem to like it. You'll see me here touching the same spot sometimes 10, 15 times over, if not more. I would say 90% of the time I am not applying paint. It just so happens that the paint doesn't come off. So just keep on trying, keep on going at it, and you'll eventually get it. Don't push too hard because the paint does absorb into the sponge, and if you push too hard, it's just going to blob on there for you. You will see me blob a few spots on. I will buff those out with a clean part of the sponge, and actually on the helmet you'll notice I do one with my finger. These also can add and leave certain benefits. Gives a nice smudge mark, to be honest, sort of like a water stained or exhaust stained look to a degree. This is my first time doing this technique on a Fire Warrior, and I did manage to hit the cloth twice, a little bit right there, and a little bit on the elbow right there too. You see the left elbow. No one's really going to see it too much, so I'm going to leave it for now, but you do want to be very careful. You'll notice also the optics and the metallics are not complete. That's because I know that I was going to hit them at some point in time, so rather than waste time, I'm going to do those after the fact. Alright, I'm going to speed it up a little bit more and leave it to you guys. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we're pretty much finished with the black scratches at the moment. Now you want to get a fine point brush and some thinned down Chaos Black, and we're just going to sort of add on a little bit. Some of the areas don't come out quite as realistic sometimes, such as this perfect triangle on the head here. So we'll just add a little bit to the front, to the back, and then a little bit extra on the side as well. This will just sort of give it a little bit more of a lifelike or organic appearance, and not so triangular. So also be the time, if you want, you can add in some edging as well. Just lightly go over the edges as if you were highlighting them. And the next step here, we're going to get our bolt gun metal. And get yourself a fine-tipped brush. Thin down your bolt gun metal, and we're just very lightly, very gently going to do small little lines with it. Even on the big wide open areas like that big mark on the helmet, all you want to do are little tiny thin lines, almost like scratches. This will help ensure that you don't put too thick of a coat on, which will also allow the black underneath to show through quite a bit in a rather distinct way and kind of look like scratches basically in the end. One important thing here is that you leave a black outline around the bolt gun. The edges you'll find will be very easy to do, so maybe start with the edges and then work your way towards the flatter areas where you'll have to pretty much freehand thin lines inside of the black lines that you already have. I'm still working on this technique as well, so yeah. The final step in this process, I'm not going to show you guys. It's pretty much the same thing you see right here, except you're using the dab black thinned down a little bit. It's more predominant on the vehicles, but occasionally you do wind up with a large metallic area that just has a horrible sheen to it, and it really contrasts with the rest of the appearance of the miniature being so heavily weathered and drab and dreary. So just to tone it down, just thin down some of that black and just add a few thin layers right on top of the metallic. It'll, on one side, also darken the black outline around it a little bit, reinforce it a little bit, as well as tone down the metallic just a tad. Again, it's really only needed on the larger surfaces, such as vehicles and the like, and possibly that little spot there on the top of the helmet. That might come out a little too shiny just because of how large it is. I suppose you could also use Devland mud for the same effect. I just prefer to use black with my metallics most of the time. I'm pretty much finished here, guys. You always sort of find little spots to touch up down the road here or there that you never noticed, sort of miss over them. You can always go back and refine the black lines a tad bit here or there where you might have gone over. There's where I smudged it with my finger. You can see again how it sort of gives a exhaust scuffed appearance almost. Here's another one I did alongside of that one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps. I know someone asked, said they wanted to use it on their Flames of War tanks. So don't forget to click that like button, leave a comment if you got any questions, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.